Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Conelanders here. Welcome back to the Conelanders Dirt Rally League. This week we're doing something that, oddly enough, I don't think I've ever tried before. Oddly enough, because this is my favorite class of car in Dirt Rally, the kit cars. And we're going to be at Sweden with them. If we have tried it before, I don't remember it. I just got done doing a couple little warm-up stages, and I can tell you, it's a very weird combination. And if we did do it in the past, I probably said something like, boy, I'm not doing that combination again. Well, it's, you'll see, but it's pretty weird. These are, of course, front-wheel drive vehicles with lots of power and very little weight. Let's make sure our setup is not sabotaged. Nope, we look good. And I'm going to move the bias to the back a little bit, just to try and help on the rotation on entry. Shakedown? No, I should be good on shakedowns. But yeah, really a very strange combination. Constantly spinning the front tires, constantly on the rev limiter, but not actually on the rev limiter because you're not making power, you're not gaining speed. So yeah, it's a very weird thing. And this car is very long as well. It's deceivingly long. So I find that I'm very frequently hitting snowbanks and doing 360s in it. So there'll be lots of that going on. But let's see. Let's get going here. I put the crowd detail on Ultra. Do they look any better? Not really. They still look pretty blurry faced to me. Oh well. Let's get going here.
5, 4,
Let's go to second gear, which will still spin a lot. Spinning, spinning, spinning. There it goes.
into right 5.
And then slow way down for the turns here.
Into right 4, open turn press.
Kind of a combination that I'm using of
60, small press.
slowing down versus the pace that I think feels comfortable because, like I said, in the little warm-ups that I did, lots of incidents with the snowbanks. And then just letting it kind of chew against the limiter a little bit here. Because yeah, even though it's on the limiter, the wheels are still trying to claw for grip, so there's still more in it at times. I still like the car. Like, it still handles, I think, the most predictably of the cars in the game. I'll be sad if it doesn't make it to Dirt 4, which I have a feeling that it will make it, just because I can't imagine these licenses are terribly expensive or hard to get. And as you can tell, since I'm doing the video right now, I have decided to continue on with playing Dirt Rally and overall doing the series. Thanks to kind words in the comments about, you know, I think maybe the idea that I was not enjoying it anymore was kind of being portrayed there, and that was less of it than, are you guys getting very tired of it? But no, it seems like enough people still enjoy it. Oof. Understeer City. And I'm really struggling currently on the personal side of things with, I've mentioned this in most of the videos I've been putting out lately, just really struggling to adapt to a new work schedule at the moment, moving to working overnight and trying to maintain a nocturnal sleep schedule. I'm doing most of these recordings at like 2 or 3 a.m. And yeah, it's just been, I've done this kind of stuff before, and I've actually done it more full time than I'm doing it now before. But for some reason this time around, and I'm having a lot harder time adapting to it. And I think most of it's because I got a lot of stuff going on other than work. I think the previous times I was doing it were kind of, how do you word this, lulls in my life. Oh, that was a little much. Where not a heck of a lot was going on, So, you know, it was pretty easy to work around changing my sleep schedule. Well, now I'm doing stuff like, you know, autocross and then drift and then other work functions like other side job kind of stuff that I need to be up in the morning for, killing signs. All that kind of stuff has to happen, you know, normal people hours. So I've really struggled to find a good balance so far between the two. Since I'm actually working less days per week, one less day per week, I was hoping video production would actually improve and increase, but it's been quite the opposite of that so far. Hopefully I can find a balance here soon. I'm trying really hard not to push though, because I've really kind of just been feeling crappy ever since I started it. I don't want to overexert myself into it and really be unhappy then. And I am not a person to push making video when I'm not feeling it. I watch all of my videos like in editing, like I don't just record and post. And I can tell when okay, I wasn't quite all there for it, and it makes me sad. So I try not to do that kind of stuff. It's been a pretty good run so far. I'm feeling pretty reserved right now, but as bad as warm-up went, I'm okay with that pace. I did decide that I'm going to continue iRacing. I was debating pausing that for a season to get everything organized, but I just don't have a whole heck of a lot going on series-wise right now. Got Planet Coaster and this. Really struggling to keep up with automation because that's such a series that I'm so passionate about and means a lot to me. I really need to be in the right frame of mind to be doing those videos. I don't think I'm going to be flat out. In fact, I think I'm going to be very less than flat out. But yeah, I just kind of the culmination of things. I had a bunch of series end, and then the schedule shift kind of left me not a whole lot to do, so I didn't want to end iRacing too and have really nothing to do. But I think I've picked a pretty good series to do next season. It'll be one series this time, so same series every week. And I think it's something that Gem Knight will be willing to join. Because I do like the minimalist collaboration for iRacing. I think that makes it more interesting. Even if we're not, you know, chatting the whole race, it's nice to be able to bounce stuff off each other. So many ideas still floating in my head, and so many series that I want to do, and hopefully we'll be able to get started on in not too long. Boy, that's a fast finish. Those cars are way too close for a finish that fast, actually. Safety steward Cone on the scene. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. It is Saturday night. And I'm only 9 seconds back. Did nobody run this week? What's going on? Are times just like super crazy close? Third, Steve McQueen, Sevi, ahead of Nemades. Now, Moose hasn't run, so there's one person that should be up there. Actually, there's a few names I see missing from the top here. Look at Powers down there in 8th. Powers getting in it. He's had his struggles with dirt over the years here, or however long he's been running, so nice to see him up here in the top 10. Alright, well, let's move on, see how it goes. Yeah, if I could maintain a top 5 here. That would be a nice way to end out the week. As we head into, well, what time is it actually now? I know we just crossed daylight savings time, so it's like technically 3:30. Oh man. I notice definitely, if nothing else is noticeable, the fact that I sound much different in the videos is noticeable, because, you know, I guess maybe it's like moisture in the air, I'm not entirely sure, but I always get much more nasally in the later hours of the day. Alright, not much repairs to do. This is a sprint, so let's sprint on into it. That's a terrible pun, just terrible. You guys look any better? Not really. I guess they're a little less blurry. I don't know.
5, 4,
I should increase the shadows.
2, 1, go. 80 dip into right
And
40,
grip.
keep mid over crest, 40.
That was actually a little early.
Keep right over crest jump maybe. Caution,
Is this
60 crest jump, immediate left
the reverse of what we just did?
40. Left 5 continues for 80.
Whoa, buddy!
Bump crest. 60,
That was a narrow save there.
3 crest.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
Into left 6, 100.
Alright, just because we did okay in the first stage,
Into right
doesn't mean we need to
100 over small crest.
significantly increase our pace at all.
Right 6, left 3.
No need for that.
Caution crest jump maybe.
So that's just going to end in snowbanks and sadness.
Right 5 off long and left 6 over crest.
That'd be a good
60.
episode title if I still
Head down,
titled these.
square left over
But I don't.
into long crest.
Hey guys,
And
what's up?
right 3 long, 60.
That was a terrible place to stand, just so you know.
Half long, tightens 2 crest, 40.
While I was at this drift event, I was kind of reminiscing. Oh, this must be the same. This is the same jump, right? Yeah. Same in reverse. But I was reminiscing about the old drift events here used to be in Green Cove that were just kind of at an old industrial park. This was in like 2009-ish, I would say. So pretty early into the rise of drifting. They would do events out there, and it was in a smaller parking lot, and I got some of the coolest pictures from that event just because there was zero safety regulations going on, and I was standing easily as close to the cars there as you see the spectators here. And I see there why it's so tempting to get close to the cars if nobody's going to stop you, because it is pretty incredible. I'm sure if I was able to spectate an actual rally event, I would stand a lot closer than I advise people to here. That's a fast section. Keep it on the ground. Cars steer really bad when the wheels aren't on the ground. Power out of the oversteer. Easy.
Left 5 half long and care right 2 over bump. Small crest bump 40.
Man, I just really
Left 2, 60.
really love the balance
Right 5 past junction 40.
of this car in particular.
Care left 3 over small crest, open past junction and tight
It's
over
just,
crest.
even in these conditions where, I mean, sure, it's got tons of understeer just all over the place, like you would expect a front-wheel drive car to have. I just find its steering to be extremely predictable and fluid. I do like that. That is one of the things I really struggle with Brent's 240, is that his car is set up quite different than mine, and his steering is just very kind of jagged and pointy, dirty. It's got like rough spots in it, like when you turn the wheel, it'll tighten up. 3 seconds, nice. Very close. I mean, 3 seconds and 2 stages less than 10 seconds of difference. I don't think that's ever happened versus a leader. 12 seconds back from Steve McQueen. It's like, what, about 4 seconds back from Sebi? And 10 seconds north of Nemades. This is going to be pretty close here. I've now spoken enough to have forgotten the point that I had made in there. It was something about steering, though. Choose your perks based on your cars in your garage, but choose wisely. Yeah, I haven't done that forever. I thought recently about, like, hey, maybe we should push to, like, actually do the whole Masters thing. And then I remembered how the format is of, like, 12 events of doing the same stages over and over, and I was like, not worth it. Not gonna do it. Not feeling it. Repair. Very little. Very, very little. And this one is another long one. Varmland. We're going to Varmland. That's a terrible accent. I honestly don't even know how to do a Swedish accent. I'm trying to think of, like, Anders. What does Anders sound like? Yeah, it's nothing I can do. Ketchup. Put ketchup on everything. That's all I know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Same gear.
Press
Ooh, a little late.
6 long times 40.
I'm gonna be mad at myself if I lose by a tenth of a second now.
Press jump AB 40, bump there. Left 5 continues for 80 over bump and big bump 40.
This is nothing to do with the stage we started with, actually. This is totally new.
Into left 5, keep in.
Again, don't overdo it. Just because we started doing well doesn't mean we need to ramp up our speed, he says, digging into the snowbank. The narrow sections are where this car kind of struggles, as it, yeah, it's got a lot of booty. It's hard to get the thing to turn in those tight sections and not smack into the snowbanks. I know we do this stage, but it's all looking like super unfamiliar to me right now. Big jump, huh? Which side should I be on? Oh, the other side. Crap. Oh, buddy. The nose went up in the air. Barely was able to dig it out. Lost quite a bit of time in that, though. Still kind of struggling to get back in the groove. We eventually made it. Pretty messy there, though. I think that was overall a pretty difficult section.
Left 3 over bump crest, 60 crest. Into left 4 half long.
Jumps too, yeah, that's another thing this car does quite well. I think we tried it at Finland once, and I thought, you know, this car would fix all of the issues I have with Finland and the jumps. But I believe it didn't work out that way. But usually it handles them very well. Usually. Oh! That's quite a bit of time lost. Especially since it's stalled. And I can't get it into gear. That's too bad. Well, after the other guys did something like that too. That's the biggest hurdle with the paddle shifter. Oh man. Really struggling now. These are the issues I thought I was going to have in the first stage. Having them all now. Jeez. Did we lose a tire on this thing or what? Alright, back it down. Back it down. Obviously pushing too hard. It's too late to make up for those mistakes. We just gotta not make any more. feel like Nemadi's probably going to pass this up with that kind of performance.
Right 4 up long from 39 over small crest.
He's been besting us quite a bit here again lately.
Keep in crest 60. Right 3 half
Man,
40.
what is going on? Just can't keep it out of the snowbanks all of a sudden.
Left 3 don't cut into crest 60. Right 6 80.
I'm a 2-stage man.
Right 6 over
I can't do a
bumps,
3rd
into
stage.
80. And left 6 long over bump 80 over bumps. Caution right 6 over
Get out of the
crest.
snowbank, you
Into
jerk.
Left 6. And caution right 5 over small jump and small jump. Right 5 over jump pad, amber. And left 5 into right 6.
I knew it. I knew it was going to happen again. Man. I was having so much fun with this car here until this stage. I don't know what the difference is. Something about the different snowbanks are just sucking me in.
Left 4 long opens past junction 60. Caution turn square back late narrows. 100.
At least we started out doing well.
Crest 100. Right 4 past junction 130.
And then by the time most people stop paying attention to videos, we start doing terribly. So everything's going to work out just fine. Hooray for modern generations having no attention spans. Maybe this is the actual issue, is the stage is way faster. It's pretty stable at high speeds. And those are some seriously high speeds. These cars are deceivingly quick.
Right 4 long past junction tightens into crest and left 4 half long 40.
I wonder if the new Dirt has the newer WRC spec, or if it will in DLC or something, because I've heard, I don't know terribly much about them, but I've heard they're much faster than recent years.
Right 5 and left 3 tightens.
Even in this game, the 10s cars, they feel a little flat, like they're crazy, and I don't like the way they drive, and we're just going to ignore that all of that just happened. But yeah, they don't feel very powerful.
Into left 3 60 crest 40.
I definitely recognize this stage as we got further into it.
Into caution right 6 over bump and left 4 half long.
Recognize it as one that I did not do very well at.
540. Left 3 over crest bump 80.
It'd be funny if like we maintained position, because everybody did the same
Left 2 half
struggles
long,
here.
crest. Into right 3 long over bump.
Or at least I can hope.
And right 5 over bump 40. Left
Easy,
3 long past
easy.
junction opens. Into right 6 and left 3 long. Into right 4 over crest
Almost to
bump,
the end.
right 2.
And almost got sucked into another one.
Right 3 over crest to finish.
Not at the end, come on. Just get there. Alright, well, 2 fantastic stages and then this monstrosity. 39 seconds. Boo us. Boo us. Oh, man. Ooh, down to 4th. But, oh, Nemadi's had some serious struggles here as well. Also, we lost somebody, didn't we? Yeah, Steve McQueen. Did he not finish yet? He has not finished yet. Okay, so we'll actually probably be 5th by the end of this. Well, as of right now, great job, Sebi. Man, it's just a shame. What did we lose there? 39, I think it said? Or is it 49? I think it might have been 49. We would have been ahead of Sebi if we had just been normal. Oh, well. That's too bad. Still pretty happy with those first 2 stages, though, so I'm going to just go ahead and call a moral victory on that. And once again, great job to Powers moving up there. Nice to see new names moving up into the top half of the leaderboards. Oh, and a pretty good run by Yole, too, there. It's, she's starting to get to the point now where the times are competitive with the rest of the field there, considering the first ones, which were Sunday drives. No offense, Yole, but it's nice to see the improvement there as well. All right, well, I guess that will do it for this week in Dirt Rally. I think we had some nice discussions anyway throughout it. And I will see you next time.